Third floor. So he's on the 4th floor. We need to go to the penthouse then. The note reads, "Do not open." Oh, well, that's tempting. Is it a trap? Ah, yes. There's a scorpion in there. Ow! That hurt. Fair enough, I suppose. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Shadowrun Dragonfall. We stand here outside of the coffee shop, having done the fuse box tapping thing that we were supposed to do. We are ready to go let the dude know. I've already forgotten his name. I love how they just let us bring our dog in here. Even has a bowl for him. I mean, Monica was known, but still. Altug. Altug smiles at you from behind the counter. "Welcome back, Honor Defendim. How may I serve you?" "Give me a Turkish coffee, the real stuff. I have the money this time." "Very good." Baragazi hands you a ceramic travel cup, which he then fills to the brim with dark, steaming liquid. The scent is intoxicating. "Is there anything more that I can get you?" Finished here with a little trifle. "Ah, very good. I assume you had no difficulties." One of the taps had been modified a bit, though. Someone was using it as a surveillance device. I mean, I should probably tell him? He laughs. "Of course they were! I would be surprised if they weren't. This is Berlin, after all. In the Flux, everyone spies. If you do not spy, how will you know who is in power, and who will be in power next? If you are to stay here, Effendim, you must get used to it. Who enters the Turkish bath will sweat, as my uncle Tayyid always says. Nevertheless, I shall have one of my people look into it." Wait, there's more. I listened in on the tap and heard something. Might be important. He eyes you, closely. God, I can't read. Amused. "Oh, tell me, O listener at keyholes, what did you hear on this surveillance tap you found?" Couldn't make out much. A nasal woman and a high-pitched man. They seemed pleased Monica was out of the picture. The Turk's face falls. "News travels fast in Berlin. These two are known to me. Is there more?" The woman got a call. She talked about a council meeting tonight to decide if they should make a move. Then she was drowned out by heavy machinery. He nods grimly. "Most excellent. It is indeed fortuitous that you discover this information, although it is not unexpected. I will have one of my people attend to this council meeting and report back." "I'm very interested in this, so let me know what happens." "With that out of the way, let us return to our pressing business." He barks a stream of rapid-fire Turkish, and the gum-chewing young woman comes hurrying out to the counter. "The menu for Herr Amsel, uncle." Cami hands you a folded piece of paper. Inside is a memory stick. I don't think that was the same voice I gave her last time either, but that's fine. Please extend my God, I can't read. My consolations to him. The death of Fraulein Schaefer must have hit him hard." Barakazi gives Kami a small nod, and she hurries out of the room. While she is gone, he returns his attention to you. "Please express my condolences as well. I only just heard the news. Monica was an important part of this community." He frowns. "Few know how important." That's why I'm willing to tell him and be open with him about the tap and stuff, because, like, clearly he's trusted in this group that I have found myself in. "The memory stick Kami just handed you should contain all the information Herr Amsel requires from our chef in the field. Should you require my services in the future, you know where to find me. Until then, good day." Yeah, don't expect any of my voices in games where I do a whole bunch of voices to be consistent. I try, but sometimes there's time between recording, and sometimes I just can't capture the same lightning in a bottle I might have had. That's okay, though. It's half the charm. Now, where were we? Right, we did our shopping. How much money do we have? 90 new yen. That's not much. Okay. Well, I think we're good to just go home and talk to Paul Lumden, I want to say? Ooh, everybody's assembled. I've got nothing more to say, boss. Let's just get this run taken care of. You can hit me up again later if you want to talk. That's a problem too. I did the last 2 recordings in one session. I don't even know. I liked their voices. I don't remember if I got them right. This isn't. What the hell was that? Let's try that again. This isn't the best of times. Come back later if you want to talk. Yeah, that's not bad. Glory. She's easy. Shadow, what do you need? Okay. Those are just ones we had earlier with her. Alright, Paul. What you got for Amsel, not Lumden? Shadow. Amsel peers at you apprehensively. His eyes are bloodshot, his expression grim. Did you get the information about Green Winters? I know nobody cares about the voices, but it's important, man. As long as we're having fun. Yes, I spoke to Altug. He gave me this memory stick. Let us see what his agent has to say. Amsel snatches the memory stick from your hand and slots it into his computer terminal. He navigates a series of command line menus, and a wall of amber text floods the screen. Amsel scans it, mouthing the words as his eyes flip back and forth. Burakazi's agent tailed Green Winters to a hotel in the cesspool of Akias called Droken Kippe. The hotel is called Das Kesselhaus. It is a renovated factory nestled deep in the heart of Drogen Kippe. It appears that Winters is holed up there. Recently, there was some contention between 2 gangs over control of this neighborhood. Due to the gang violence, the agent refused to follow Winters inside of the hotel, but he confirms that he is still inside. Well, what are we waiting for? Ruffer in the comments mentioned that that is not an L, that is actually an I? So it's probably Iger. I don't think it would be Iger. Somehow, I always saw that as an L. I can see the space between the dot and the line part of the I now, but like, sitting back, nah. It's small, but damn. Either I need to clean my screen, or maybe I need glasses. Iger slings her rifle over her shoulder with a single spare motion. Gear up, people. We have a hotel to raid. Glory and Dietrich pause, exchange looks with Paul. Just a moment, Iger. Amsel rises from his chair, drawing himself to full height. Even so, he has to crane his neck to look her in the eye. You are an excellent soldier, and nobody questions your competence in the field. Your loyalty to this team is equally commendable. That said, we believe that Shadow is the right choice to lead the team. There is a long pause before Iger speaks. When she does, her voice comes out dull and flat. What? Don't mistake this decision for a reprimand. Monica considered your contributions to the team to be invaluable. But we all know that she wasn't comfortable putting a soldier in charge. Iger speaks through clenched teeth. Her words are measured, but her expression is livid. This is unbelievable. You want to put the rookie in charge. Again. She shakes her head. Don't you people learn from your mistakes? Shadow is the reason we're still alive, Iger. She kept us together. She let us out of there in one piece. Making her your #1 girl. She sounds tired, resigned, but above all, disappointed. This is more of your Flux-State idiocy at work, isn't it? Dietrich reaches out, puts his hand on her shoulder. It's what Monica believed in. I feel like I need to give him more of like an Irish or Scottish, but he's like Russian, I believe. I don't know. I gotta get his growl more distinct from Iger's. Iger's voice tightens. For a moment, her control slips and her face contorts in grief. Yeah, and look where that got her. She straightens up to her full height. Let me give you a piece of advice. In the field, only two things matter: the mission and survival. Everything else is a distraction. Your ridiculous politics have no place on a Shadowrun. Dietrich manages a smile. Okay, so he's specifically German. What can I say? We're German. I don't know. We have a history of strong political views. Iger sighs. The tone of resignation returns to her voice. Screw it. Let's put an end to this. I've got the skill and experience to lead this team. Shadow, on the other hand, was appointed by Monica as a joke. If you'd rather she take the lead, I'll abide by that. But I want to hear each of you say it. No quarrel with you, Iger. I'll do as the group wishes. You stay out of this! She stabs an armored finger into your chest. Hard. The moment she raises her hand to you, Dante's ears lay back and he lets out a low growl. Reflexively, she takes a half step back. I think we've heard what Dante has to say. As for my part, Shadow saved our lives back there. You may not believe it, but she did. The way I see it, that means I follow her lead a while longer. Glory's voice is uncharacteristically gentle. I trust in Monica's judgment, and therefore I trust in Shadow's judgment. The discussion is finished, Iger. Amsel speaks softly, but his tone is firm. Shadow will take Monica's place as the leader of this team. Jagrebius, oh yeah, that'll go over well. Shadow's a simple work, survive to get paid, plan to keep us alive to find a payday. Monica's legacy alive includes taking your advice, Iger. I'm probably going to go with that simply because it acknowledges her. We're in over our heads, but whatever we stumble into tonight, I'll see us through it. Monica's death deserves vengeance. No, we'll do this. Iger gives you a small nod. That's big of you. She looks from Dietrich to Glory to Amsel, finally down at Dante. Dante probably carried the most weight there. I don't agree with this decision, but I will respect it. She nods again, more decisively this time. Shadow takes the lead then. Conversation closed. It's time to move on. We need to focus on chasing down Green Winters. Optional, investigate your mission computer. Oh yeah, cool. Indeed. I have transferred the information that we received from Altug to the computer terminal in the next room. It used to be Monica's personal workstation, Shadow. Now it is yours. Monica kept a variety of notes and dossiers on that machine. I would suggest reviewing her notes when you have the time. Amsel turns his attention away from you and back to his computer screen. Good hunting. I will eagerly await your return. I wouldn't suggest driving to Drogan Kip. The roads aren't safe. Taking the U-Bahn would be faster anyway. When I want your opinion, I'll ask for it. Thanks for the tip. The U-Bahn it is. She nods and turns to check her equipment. The rest of the group disperses in turn. Aroo! You now command a team of Shadowrunners. When traveling to new mission locations, you will be able to choose which members of your team to bring and modify their loadout in the run. When members of your team become permanently incapacitated on a mission, they will be automatically extracted for emergency medical care. They will be patched up and ready for action the next time you return to your safe house. Avoid this loss of firepower by always carrying some Bumona trauma kits into the field. These can be purchased in the Street Doc's office and the Cruise Bosser. It's okay. We have our team now. Anyone got more dialogue for me now that we've had that discussion? No. Okay. At the very least, Dietrich doesn't. I don't think the other two are either. Nothing in there. Let's take a look at the computer. Your workstation and mission computer, the command center for your team's operations, and your last link to the memory of Monica Schaefer. Her thoughts and words live on in the machine. At times, it's easy to forget that she's gone. Cool blue tones of the workstation's main menu fill the screen. Blinking message in the upper right corner notifies you that you have 0 unread messages. Okay, why would it be blinking then if I have no messages? Okay. After old messages. Screen flickers to life and Monica's face appears. Her hands are on her hips and she's wearing a wry smile. Hey Ace, if you're reading this, it means that I've either died or stepped down. Hopefully the latter, but probably the former. Not many Shadowrunners make it to retirement age. In any case, I'm sure that you'll do a fine job in the role. If you need anything, talk to Paul. He's a good man, and he knows how important it is to me that you take my place. One last thing, Ace. Iger might cause you some problems. In fact, I think it's a fair bet that she already has. Just remember, she brings something to this team that nobody else does. You'll want her on your side. My advice to you is this. Hold your own with her. If she pushes you, push back. Don't try to butter her up with flattery. She'll see right through it. Most of all, do what you can to earn her respect. She'll never be satisfied following you if you don't give her a better reason to than because Monica said so. I have faith in you, Ace. It's up to you to justify that faith. She half turns away from the camera, then returns her attention to you. The image is uncannily lifelike. Oh, and by the way, Ace, if you botch this, I'm coming back and haunting your ass. I mean that. Message ends and the image fades. You find yourself back in the inbox. Jobs directory. We can get side jobs here, I do believe. No pending jobs, that's fine. And no completed jobs either because, you know, starting of the game. Shadowlands is basically their internet team personnel files. Amsel. Paul, a talented and well-connected fixer with contacts all over Berlin. She pauses for a moment. He's more to me than that, of course, but that's neither here nor there. Dietrich. Dietrich, one of my dearest friends, and a shaman of tremendous power. A good man to have at your side in a fight. I tend to use Dietrich in a support role. His magic can dramatically bolster the combat effectiveness of a frontline fighter like Iger or Glory. But when the chips are down, he's more than capable of dishing out punishment on his own. Can't think of much else to say about Dietrich. Just a good, reliable guy. She pauses for a moment. When she speaks again, you can hear a hint of guilt in her voice. He is getting a little long in the tooth for a Shadowrunner. I'm not sure how many more years he has ahead of him in this game, but I'll be happy to run with him for as long as he's able. We'll see, I suppose. Glory. Glory, our damaged enigma. I've known her for almost 5 years now, but I don't think I'll ever really know her. Somehow, I doubt that anyone will. On an operational level, Glory's solid. That chrome of hers may be old, but it gets the job done. I've seen her take a troll apart with her hand razors, and when her adrenal pump is running, she moves faster than anyone I've ever seen. On top of all of that, Glory's a competent field medic. I don't know where she learned medicine, yet another question mark, but she's patched me up at least a dozen times. Between her skill with the medkit and Dietrich's magic, we haven't had much trouble with serious injuries, and in our line of work, that's a luxury. Monica pauses for a moment, then shrugs. That's really all that I know about Glory. She keeps to herself, barely talks, and spends most of her off time staring at nothing. And I've seen this kind of behavior before, of course. Something bad happened in her past. Deep down, I think she's still running from it, and I'm sure that her cyberware ties into it somehow. I don't know. Maybe someday she'll open up to me. I'd like to think that she will. We'll see, I suppose. And Iger. Iger. What's to say about Iger? She's smart, she's strong, and she's one hell of a soldier. In a close-up fight, I've seen her take apart an entire security team with her shotgun, and she's even more dangerous at range. It's a handy thing having a trained sniper on the team. All in all, we enjoy one hell of an advantage thanks to her. Unfortunately, there are some disadvantages too. All of that military training has left her, how to say it, rigid, I suppose. Unlike the others, Iger isn't content to go with the flow. She wants lists and maps and timetables. She wants a hierarchy, and she wants it formalized. I don't think that she realizes it, but giving her what she wants would destroy the team. Glory and Dietrich wouldn't put up with it for more than a day or two. I know that I wouldn't, but she keeps on pushing all the same. Monica shakes her head. One of these days, the situation is going to come to a head. I just hope that it doesn't happen soon. And me. Shadow, my secret weapon. I've run enough with Shadow to know that she's trustworthy. Good in a fight, too. But beyond all of that, it's good just to see her again. There aren't many people left from the old days. Far too few. And Shadow? She smiles. Well, she was always the best of them. She takes a deep breath and shakes her head with a sigh. God, that was sappy. Mental note, re-record this before Shadow gets a chance to see it. At any rate, if anything happens to me, it's good to know that she'll be on hand to fill my shoes. It's not what Iger would want, but it is what would be best for the team. No? Alright. Alright, Shadowlands. What do we got? Connection, establish connectfully, successfully. Relevant keywords. Thread, killer in Seattle. Oh yeah, that's reference to the first game. Anyone else reading about this? City's got a Lone Star contract and they can't catch the guy. This Emerald City Ripper has been on a spree and so far no one has a clue. Pathetic. If something like that happened on my block, some vigilantes would have tracked him down and stopped him. Shows how good state payroll cops are. Maelstrom. Presumably that was before our character got into it. Who says it's a he? They don't have any leads. Ha. I'll be in Seattle next week. Forward any info you have about this Ripper, and I'll see about taking him out for a date with my Walther MA 2100. I'm sure Lone Star will have a fat reward waiting for whoever blasts this goon. Yeah, that got dealt with, don't worry. Who is Blutz? I think that's the name. I'm still recovering the logs. This hot dogger just trashed my LAN trid hosting server. Sounds like some kid pissed over his cartoons getting cancelled. Left a bunch of garbage files all over my disks, and I'll be cleaning them up all day. They should make you pass a dumbass test before you're allowed to deck in this town. Step up your security. Write some white IC programs if you can. At least make this kid's hair stand on end for a few hours next time he tries it. Just make sure that your IC is quick. Heavy-hitting IC is no good if it can't catch up with an intruder. A fact that I take advantage of on a regular basis. Always running, ACW? Clockwork was his name. Like clockwork. Ha, nice. If you two are finished, I did have IC on this thing. Track the hole down. Grocery store across the street was piggybacking on my LAN, and they left track the hole down the leak. And they left an unsecured jack point in a bathroom stall. Old as hell maintenance jack in a fuse box, and my security ignored it. Mystery solved. Shadowlands isn't your personal tech support board, Lumens. Glad to see you fixed your own problem. Only way you're going to learn. Interesting. So we can keep logging into that throughout the game. There'll be stuff relevant to us, stuff not relevant to us, and just some interesting world building. Attach data escrow account. Data will be automatically sold to the highest bidder. Both parties will remain anonymous throughout transaction. Post the antiquities delivery schedule. Posting will remain active for 2 days. So that, I believe, whenever we go on a mission and come back, our things should be, like, sold. So for now, that's it. We have no more equipment to really deal with, so I think we're good to just go. Let's get out of here and get that mission done. One of these several U-bonds. I don't think the individual station we go to matters, as long as we just go to a U-Bahn. Like, I don't think there's anything specific in any of them. But I'll try to go to a different one next time, just to make sure. There were 3 in the cruise bosser, I believe. Assemble the team and travel to that. Ooh, game. Good. You good? Well then. Alright. I don't believe I had a choice of picking people for this mission, but in future missions we can still hire people. Like, we don't have a fixed party for this entire game, even though I will probably use a fixed party for this entire game. Anyways, the Drug Pit. Oh, that's a fun place. Das Kesselhaus Hotel and Nightclub. Crown jewel of Drogenkip, the filthiest Kies in Berlin. Opening the door to the ground-level dance club is like bashing your head into a wall of sound. Flashing lights stab your eyes, and the air is perfumed with cheap synthahol and engine grease. Everything here is cranked up to 11, a playground for the numb. Green Winters is somewhere in this building. You steel yourself for the sensory assault and step inside. The team makes a quick check of their weapons and follows you into Das Kesselhaus. So, I guess, fair warning if you have maybe epilepsy or any kind of thing like that. This next section might be rough, but I don't know how rough it'll be. So, I guess we'll find out together. Alright. Now we can change up our equipment. Of course, we've got it all set up as we need. I think I can also... Yeah, okay. I can change up their equipment too if I really wanted to. I don't really have anything to give them. So she's got a sniper and a shotgun, as mentioned before. I can change up your pistol. I could probably give you, like a rifle or something. But your hand razors are locked in because they're kind of part of your body. And then Dietrich just has his throwing knives. Okay. Yep, we're good. Let's get in there. That's not too bad. Flashing-wise. Come on, talk to the bouncer. The troll working the door might be the shortest you've ever seen, and the thickest. Despite the pounding music and the writhing bodies, his face is buried in a comic book. He looks up, gives you a cursory once-over, and sighs. Welcome to Das Kesselhaus, now under new management. Again. There's no cover, just go on in and get your fix. That's Kroner at the bar over there, he'll take care of you. He buries his nose back into his comic book while tapping a meaty thumb on the black plastic slung from his belt. A high-powered stun gun. Just play nice or you'll meet Herr Zapp. Have fun. Looking for someone, maybe you know him. Keeps his nose in his comic book. I doubt it. This place is filled with interesting people just dying to meet you. So go meet him. His name's Green Winters. Know him? No. He puts down his comic and his voice slows to a crawl. He makes a point of enunciating each word. I point people to the bar. If someone starts trouble, I give them a taste of Herr Zapp. That's it. That's all I do. Well, okay then. There's Kroner at the bar. An electrical panel locked, and our mission is beyond there, eh? Let me see. Can I go down there? I cannot. Alright, well, let's see what this inspect is. The music out here on the floor is way too loud for comfort. The scene going down at the bar is even louder. The dealer on duty stands impassively behind the bar. desperate-looking young woman is pleading with him, apparently to little effect. Alright, Silky, I'm gonna explain how this works to you one more time. I get my cash, and you get your cram. No cash, no cram, period. But I need it, Croner, come on! Her words come out in a desperate whine. Pale skin, sunken eyes, and a trembling lip all point to the early symptoms of withdrawal. And I have cash! I totally do! It's up in my room, but you guys won't let me up there to get it! Hotel's under new management, beautiful. You don't have a room anymore. Whatever was up there, you might as well forget about it. Oh, that's shitty. But that was all I had. And I, have to get right. Soon. Well, maybe we could work out a trade. Cram for services. Oh, God. Gross. Services? Understanding slowly shows on the young woman's face. Her eyes go wide. Oh, come on, Croner, you've got to be fucking kidding me. Do you want the cram or not? She sets her jaw, a look of disgust on her pallid face. That ain't gonna happen, chummer. Not now, not ever. Good. Bartender shrugs. I give you about half an hour before the shake set in. When that happens, you know where to find me. He turns to another customer with a smirk, leaving the desperate young woman crumpled against the bar. Yeah, he's an asshole. Expensive bottle of scotch. From the color, you'd guess that the contents are at least 50% water. Probably. Silky looks up at you, a look of abject misery plastered over her face. Leave me alone, okay? I've got problems to deal with. Sounds like the new management stole your property. Answer some questions for me and I'll help you get it back. Croner is a direct stain. I'll hook you up with some cram free of charge. Cram habit is a rough thing to shake. I know a place that can help you get you clean if you're interested. At the very least. Yeah, definitely that. Really? That'd be incredible. Her lips struggle upward into a facsimile of a smile. I really need that money. And I left some things in there too. Personal stuff. I can be very discreet. My stuff should be up in room 304. That's where me and Nadja and Sarah were staying until, well, I'll be waiting right here when you get back down. So, what did you need to know? I need to get up to the hotel and who I talked to about that. You can talk to Frank. He's the floor manager. He'd have an elevator key. She points to the north end of the club. He's over there, on the VIP balcony. See the greasy jackass in the oversized suit? The one drooling all over that table dancer? That's Frank. Tell me whatever you can about the gang that's taken over the hotel. Bad guys. I mean, like, real bad guys. The gang that used to run this place wasn't all bad. They kept the cram flowing and the prices weren't too high. They never hassled me as long as I kept buying. The new guys killed them all when they took over. Now I'm stuck dealing with assholes like Croner. The floor manager, Frank, had a thing for my girl Sarah. He was always coming on to her no matter how many times she told him no. I haven't seen her since the takeover, but he won't stop asking me about her. Guy's a real creep. That's about all I can think of. I steer clear of the new guys when I can. She steals a glance over her shoulder at Croner, a scowl on her face. I shouldn't have to tell you why. Have you heard of a guy named Green Winters? No, I don't think. Oh, wait, yeah, I bumped into him a few days ago. I remember because his name sounds like a kind of chewing gum. I don't think I remember seeing him leave, so he's probably holed up in his room. I'm pretty sure there's still some people up there, the ones that the gangers missed. I hear they locked themselves in. Can you tell me about the layout of the hotel? Well, it's a nice enough place, for a factory. Well, let's see. Well, okay. The second floor is a security station. Lots of high-tech stuff up there. And I've heard stories about the penthouse level. Something about a sealed vault. There's supposed to be something real valuable in there, but nobody knows what it is. Doesn't stop them from talking about it, though. Thanks, you've been very helpful. Sure thing. Just hurry back with that stuff, okay? I really, really need it. Oh, I absolutely will. But, damn. I did also want to pick that option to tell her where she can go to kind of get herself clean. I'm pretty sure that would have been telling her about, Sam. I think his name is Sam, but the guy we donated to. in the last episode, actually. I didn't even talk to Kroner. Don't really need to. Girl in the corner is a model stim junkie, all wild eyes and nervous energy. She greets you with a smile so wide as to border on the grotesque. Hey, good looking. You want a party? Excuse me? Party with me. You've got some cram, right? I just love a lady that's willing to share. Sorry, I'm not carrying any. Like, go get some, okay? At the bar. I'll be waiting. We'll see. I don't know why I would want to do that. This is the electrical panel here. What can I tamper with this? Drone control 3. None of us have a drone. Rig into the building to call the elevator. I guess you can't deck that. You'd have to drone it. Cheap sign door done in block lettering reads under nude management go away or something like that. I really wish it wouldn't fade. Give me a moment to read it out loud. It takes a second, okay? It's not like reading in your head. Alright, asshole, what's your biz? Guy that calls himself Green Winters. Know him? Think so. Might be staying upstairs. Know what he looks like? Old. He doesn't use, but he's a raging drunk. That's all I got. You want someone from the bar? Overheard your conversation. Hey, if she wants her cram, she's gotta pay, same as anybody else. Your bosses might like to know that you're jamming their customers in exchange for their merch. What do you think? Okay, pal. Here's the deal. The guards here, they don't discriminate. If I call them, they're gonna kill everyone in this room other than me. So unless you want to see the bodies start dropping all over this club, you'll back the hell off. Good to know. How much is cram? It's 150. I don't have enough for that. So, sorry. Ooh. Hello? Oh, C. Okay, good to know. I was trying to hit Wassid. So yeah, no, you're not getting any cram. Sorry, I do not have enough money for that. Not that I would really want to. I don't see what that would do for us, unless maybe, like, cause a distraction. Alright, Frankie! Pinned to the floor manager is too expensive for this neighborhood and too baggy to be his suit. Is a name tag, Frank. Pinned to the floor manager's too expensive for this neighborhood and too baggy. Okay. Yeah, what you need? Reluctantly, he shifts his attention away from the elvish dancer swaying in front of him. Take it from your corpse. Sarah needs her elevator key. She says it's important. Frank's eyes go wide. Sarah? She needs something from me? That's right. And if you helped her out, it sounded like she'd be grateful. Bad way when I talk to her. If you care about her, you'd better help her out. Okay. Yeah, okay. I can't leave the floor, on duty and all that. And I can't just hand over the key. I can open the elevator back up, though. And you can let her know? I can make that happen. Too bad my charisma wasn't high enough. I could have had him pay me a bit. Okay, alright. Frank rubs his hands, a barely contained look of excitement in his eyes. He fishes a small remote out of his pocket and presses a button. The elevator's open. When you see Sarah, you tell her that I'm glad she's okay, right? And make sure she gets that it's me helping her. Sure thing, Frank. Cool. And now we're going to continue. Oh, don't go up there. Her room is room 304. I'll get your stuff back, Silk. Silky? Silk. Maybe we'll send you to a better place, too. Place better than this rat's nest. Seems mechanically sound. That's about all it has going for it. Candy wrappers and used syringes litter the floor. Gross. And the handrails are inexplicably sticky. Oh, gross. It would appear that cleanliness isn't a high priority for the hotel staff. Ground floor club, first floor hotel, second floor employees only, third floor hotel, fourth floor hotel. That's most likely where he's going to be. We'll go up and up. Anyone in the halls for us to deal with? Before we start going into rooms. Oh, I like that current floor one. Okay, We'll start down here, I guess. At the very least, the hallways seem clear. We're just gonna loot all the places, because that's fun. Ooh, a trauma kit. I'll take a res. I don't think we can do anything about the ones that are locked. No, they're just locked. Section of the wall seems to be buckling under its own weight. The aging wallpaper that lines the rest of the hallway has long since peeled away, revealing the structure of the wall underneath. While the underlying structure is reinforced with steel support struts, you can see signs of rust and metal fatigue everywhere. The entire wall looks like it could give away if there were enough force were applied. Do I really have strength 3? Can I look at my person? Thank you. Oh wow, I do. Look at that. I even have a little bit of close combat. Interesting. Oh, my charisma's 4. If it was 1 more, I could have had that dude pay me. Oh well. Go for it. That was a punch, by the way. You slam into the wall, and it gives way with a crunch. So now I can get in there. Deal with that in a sec. First, let's go to the bathroom! Oh, there's nothing in here. Bedside table, what you got? Searching through the clutter on the desk, you find a small, synth leather-bound journal. Leafing through the pages of the book reveals only a couple of entries. Each of them is scrawled in frantic, barely legible handwriting with crude doodles filling up the margins. Okay. I know Eddie's up to something. Like, I heard him today talking to that guy who works in the kitchen, asking him where the cleaning supplies was at. I've seen Eddie's room. The dude never cleaned a day in his life. I'm gonna follow him tomorrow and figure out what his deal is. Maybe he's just selling mouthwash to the hobos a block down at the old bus depot. Ha 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 ha. I knew it! Ooh, floor 3 bathroom code. Fraggin' Eddie! I saw him yesterday. I was up on the 3rd floor because the vending machine down here was out of soy calf. So he came up and went up to the out-of-order soy calf latrine. He punched in the code. Didn't know I was watching, did you, Eddie? Well, I ain't so stupid. He put in 2478, and I'm gonna stay up and find out what he's doing in there. Okay, well, you're probably dead. But thanks. I take codes. Can't access your computer. That's probably for the best, if I'm being honest. These are all just locked except for this one. First floor is apparently mostly abandoned. Philco Dynasafe Computer Control System v2.5. Access that safe. Please input password. Nah, I can deck. Cool. An Ares Predator Smart Link. An Ares Classic, considered the premier heavy pistol on the streets. Okay, so just, yeah, okay. Send the item to your stash or leave this item alone. I mean, can I just take it with me? I guess not. I might have been inclined to give that to Gloria. To Glory. I'm sure she has a smart link capability. Ooh, 265 new yen just sitting there? I'll take that. I could go buy Party Girl some cram right now if I wanted, and Silky if I really wanted. Although Silky would definitely get it first. I don't know why I said it in that order. 2nd floor, employees only. This is the security floor. Hey, look, it's security. I thought we'd killed all of them. I ain't one of y'all dinky past owners of the hotel. Hi, goon. Alright, let's get you into some proper cover. Nice. Maybe going for a melee? Not yet. Let's have you get into cover. Ow. Dietrich, you mind taking care of that for me? Ow! Or that one. Get wrecked. You have to be in line of sight? You do. No wound to heal. It's got a wound of 8. What are you talking about? Alright, I guess let's get you into cover. Probably won't be able to heal that for now. But why don't you go ahead and hit these guys with a phosphorus grenade. Some damage over time is always good. Ooh, and you, oh right, you have the AP up. Fortunate. Patch me up! Thanks. Hey, no taking a page out of our own books. Ow, Higer's taking some hits. Stop going into that cover! I have killed the last 2 people who were in that cover. I mean, technically Iger took out the first one. Finish this guy off. Thank you. Rip. No time to reload! You going for a melee? Nice. Now you're bleeding and on fire. Nice. Alright, so we're a little banged up, but that's fine. Hotel admin terminal. Search guest register by name. Search current guest registers by room number. Admin services. Green Winters. Floor 4 in room 405. Guy in the master suite on floor 4 asked for his room code to be changed again. Paranoid son of a bitch. Anyway, dude's been renting one of our biggest rooms for months, so I guess I shouldn't complain too much. New code is 1989. Ooh, no. 101. Who's in there? 102. 103. 104. 105. Really? You're just not taking any of these? No one lives there, I guess. Okay. Oh, that's security, right. So, 301. Last tenant, Vandal. Okay. 302. 303. 304, that's Silky's. Silky Schroeder, Sarah Newman, Nadia Bauer. Schroeder, creme habit, 2 ampules a day, preferred customer. Newman, bliss habit, 1 pack a day, note to sales team, keep the pressure up, show sign of becoming a preferred customer. Bauer, recreational multi-drug user, preferred customer. Interesting. About 305, 306, 307, 308, 309. And then it's just the 4s. 401, 402, 403, 404, room not found. Oh. 405. That's Green Winters. 406, 407, 408, 409, 999, 911. Okay. Admin password. We do not have that yet. And I do not have the option to deck it. Might have to come back later. Maintenance key fob. Ooh. That let us into places? Might be worth double checking down on the first floor to see if I can get into some of those doors now. All loot is good loot. Okay, just making sure that didn't affect anything there. Back to floor number 1. Can I get anywhere new? Into Wartung. Well, a little bit of extra cash never hurt anyone. Anything else open up? Nope. Okay. Worth a check. Third floor. So he's on the 4th floor. We need to go to the penthouse then. The note reads, "Do not open." Oh, well, that's tempting. Is it a trap? Ah, yes. There's a scorpion in there. Ow! That hurt. Fair enough, I suppose. Oh, really? That was a bad move. Getting good crits on this thing, though. Didn't take any action on its turn. Glory with the kill. His food is in the crisper drawer. See you next week, Steven. Oh my god, that was a pet. Is that literally it? Wow. Not getting any karma from that either, did I? No. So that was just a fight that led to nothing but lore. Ooh. What's all that about? We'll get our Wartung out of the way. What's this? Oh, cram. Neat. Alright, keypad. This is the one that I think we got the code for. Oh, you're gonna make me actually enter it myself. How dare you? Floor 3, bathroom code 2478. I'm also just carrying around a cup of coffee in a ceramic mug. Just don't worry about that. 405 code. Oh yeah, that's for Green Winters' room. Okay, so we don't have the admin code yet. What is it? 2478. Two, 4, 7, 8. Combat sim that increases quickness. Oh, jazz. Send this item to my stash. I don't know if there's ever any consequences for using the drugs in Shadowrun games, but I just kind of feel like it's the sort of thing that they would institute a consequence for. Besides, I personally never really want to get into any of the hard stuff. I'm perfectly happy being a stoner. Silky's encoded cred stick. A stuffed bear. I'm sure she'd want that back. And a cookbook. A signed cookbook. I got your back, girl. Of course I'm gonna return her belongings. Pretty sure I can, like, do what I'm here to do first, though, right? Ooh, a destroyed floor. Can I hop down? Yes. The floor at the center of the room is beginning to cave in. A trickle of light spills up through the cracks in the floorboards from another room below. With a little force, you could probably open a hole big enough to drop down to the second floor from here. Sure. Whee! Hi. Please don't hurt me. I'm just a line cook. Cook's darting eyes are wide open, and behind them you see pure animal terror. If you let me go, I won't tell anyone, I promise. Why are you locked in the kitchen? Wait, you're not with those guys out there? I am. Well, I just thought. Take your time. I'm not going to hurt you. I thought you were one of them. You know, the gangers that took over and shot up the place. I work. He catches himself. That is to say, I worked for the previous owners. When the shooting started, I shut myself in here. They, whoever they are, haven't figured out how to override my keys yet. It's been a day and a half. I don't know how much longer I can stay in here. There's a body? I didn't even see him. Tell me anything you can about this place. There's a stiff by the sink. I need to get moving. Okay, I think there's some sort of chop shop in room 401. Like low-level street dock stuff. I had to deliver room service there one day when we were short-staffed. What I saw when they opened the door scared the dreck out of me. People hooked up to tubes and stuff. Door code was 5870 if you want to take a look. That's the head chef, Felix. He took a hit to the chest when they raided this floor. I thought I could stop the bleeding, but, Cook lowers his gaze to the floor at his feet. I couldn't. You're right next to a walk-in fridge. Don't you think it'd make more sense to drag the body in there than to leave it under the sink? Oh, yeah. That probably... He glances over at the body again and swallows. Hard. That'd probably be a good idea. It's already starting to smell. Wait, you'll help me get out of here, won't you? I mean, you're not just gonna leave me to die here, are you? I took care of the guys outside. You should be able to make a run for it. Quit whining, I'm the one who's actually getting shot at here. If you're in a kitchen, you have plenty of fresh food and water, you're not gonna die. Make a break for it. Thank you! I'm as good as gone! This is the second floor, so yeah, I did deal with the guys out there. Good luck to you, dude. There's nothing to loot in here? That's surprising. We got a karma out of it, so that's at the very least worth more than money. Cool. Well, we saved someone, so that's something. Third floor, hotel, yep, back up there. I think we got everything we needed on this floor, which is why I was okay to jump down. Oh, right, that's a sign that says don't go in. Do not open. Okay, yep, we got everything we wanted from here. Fourth floor it is. Although it kind of sounds like a lot of the action's on the fifth floor. Let's deal with the penthouse then. Ooh, I can't get into that one. Oh, because that's a room. Interesting. Everything in the bathroom, nothing in the bathroom. Just this one. Security panel shows this door is double mag-locked. It'd be easier to tunnel in through the wall than it would be to break in through this thing. Okay. So I can't do anything on the penthouse floor. Fourth floor it is. Glad I at least checked it out first. Bada boom. Alright, so now I'm gonna have to start checking my stuff here. $5870. Actually, wait, here, you know what? First, let's go give Silk her stuff back. She's waiting. I'm not gonna take her money. Here you go. Really? You actually went up there and got my things? She stares at the items in her hands incredulously. You didn't just walk off with them? Wow. Thank you. When you said that you were going up there, I didn't think... Thank you. Gotcha, girl. Cram habit is a rough thing to shake. I know a place that can help you get clean if you're interested. Who, said that I wanted to shake anything? She gives you a sour look. Look around you. Like what you see? Of course you don't. My life is better on Cram. Why would I ever want to stop? In your rock bottom, Silk, when you hit it, there'll be nowhere to go but up. Do you want to wind up working for him? Do you know what happens to long-term Cram abusers? Or Etiquette Street? You're not just hurting yourself, you're giving power to these assholes. I'm gonna tell you the same thing that I told him. That ain't gonna happen. Maybe not, but in order to keep feeding your habit, you're eventually gonna wind up doing something that you regret. Trust me on this. What makes you think you're the one to help me? What makes you think that anybody can? Experience. But nobody can help you if you're not ready to help yourself. If you want people like Kroner out of your life forever, you'll think about it. All at once, I wonder if we had to get 2 of those? Like, 1 wouldn't be enough, but if you can get 2, you're good. All at once, something changes in Silky's face. She averts her gaze and pauses for a long moment. Her sweaty hands clench and unclench. Finally, she clears her throat and looks back up at you. What you've said, it makes a lot of sense. She blinks, steals a glance back at Kroner, and shudders. You're right. I need help. I'll take you up on your offer. I should probably tell you, I've tried to clean up before. Lots of times. Nothing really worked out. Take the tube to Kreuzberg, to the kiosk they call the Kreuzbosser. Look for a man named Samuel Beckenbauer. He can help you. She nods eagerly, her eyes full of gratitude. I'll do that, I will. Thank you. It's about time I left this place behind. If I never see another Kroner again, it'll be too soon for me. Glad I could help. Cool. So hopefully we'll be able to encounter her again later. Oh, but here. Have fun. Girl's hand snakes forward with alarming speed. In the blink of an eye, she snatches a Cram inhaler from your hand. With practiced ease, the girl snaps the cap off the ampule and raises it to take a hit. With a practiced hand, she injects a squirt of orange liquid into the corner of each eye. Ugh, gross. Eye shit. Her whole body begins to shiver as the drug kicks in. Ooh, that is so much better. I feel alive again. So, how long have you been partying here? Oh, a real long time. I go where the Cram flows. She raises a hand to her lips to stifle a high-pitched giggle. You know? Yeah, this is a really great place. Well, it was a better place before it got taken over. But it's not too bad now. It's still got Cram, right? How do you like the guys that run this place? Oh, they're terrible. The worst. Loud, violent dreckheads with grabby hands. But they have the Cram, so what you gonna do? The gang that used to run this place, now they were classy. They had this awesome stuff. It was like if Cram and Novacoke had a baby. That's what it would have been. It was dreamy. Heard anything about the hotel upstairs? Oh yeah, lots and lots and lots of people say that it's haunted. It's like, there's this little girl who died in one of the rooms back in the early 2000s. I think she drowned or suffocated or maybe fell out of a window. Oh no, wait, I got that wrong. It was the little boy. Anyway, he haunts the hotel, I think. Maybe it was a giant bug. Is that the story I'm thinking of? I don't remember. When I remember hearing stories about a crazy troll running around in his underpants. I don't think he had a name. He just ran around and broke things. Things were kind of wild before the new gang took over. Alright, well, have fun. I helped one person and enabled another. It balanced out. Back to the 4th floor. Oh, now, before I do anything else, we have 4 karma, and that might be worth spending. What am I wanting? A quickness would be good. Full auto. I could up my decking. And we need one more for another charisma. You know what? We'll save it. I want to get my charisma up a little bit more. Now, with that said, room 401, 5870. 5870. Door unlocks and looks like we're immediately in combat. Ah, yeah, the chop shop. Hi, friend. Was it just you in there? Kind of dumb to approach the guys with guns with your bat, but you do you. Seems combat's not over, so he has accomplices. There we go, assistant. Do you have Overwatch? Man, we need to get some Overwatch stats. I'm gonna have you go in and start blasting with your shotgun in a sec. And you're gonna go in with your claws. Nice nade. Oh, hi, I didn't see you. Nice nade times 2. Don't really appreciate that, though. Wow, 1 damage. G freaking G. Hi, friend. Oh, she had to move a square, which wasted 1 of her AP. What just happened? That was really weird. The game just minimized all of a sudden. Also, looks like we got hit with a flashbang. That really sucks. Activate the Dragon Slayer idol to reduce some damage. Do you have like 1 HP left? I bet you did. Not anymore. Alright, go mess this dude up. Also, wow, this episode is going on a little long, and I do apologize for that. What's this? So an aim throw. Sure, launch some knives into his skull. And miss. Because why not? That's always fun. Cool. Well, that was a thing. Ooh. Schematic auto-injector hyper. Fun. An advanced medkit, we take that. They broke down the wall and combined 2 apartments. Oh, wait a second. I can go in here now. Why couldn't I before, TBH? Ooh, a frag grenade. Send this one back. that one seemed like a better frag grenade. Alright, let's get in there and take care of Mr. Winters of the green variety. $19.89. Ooh, no. $19.89. Hi. I'm here to murder you and get revenge. Oh. I see. The scene is eerily familiar. The dead man is still jacked into a smoldering computer, his face contorted into a mask of pain. Blue smoke spills from his data jack, like Monica. And there's something else. The man's outline is wrong. It takes a moment for the realization to sink in. His back is bent at an impossible angle. I mean, it looks straight to me, but okay. Jesus! It looks like he convulsed hard enough to break his own spine. Is that even possible? Glory gestures at the twisted form on the carpet. You tell me. Iger kneels beside the corpse, bending to peer at his face. Matches a description that all two gave us. It's Green Winters. She straightens, glancing back over at the body, returning her attention to you. This what happened to Monica? I suspect that it would have. We jacked her out in time to prevent it. Too bad he didn't have a buddy to jack him out. He'd have just been fine. Right, Iger? Maybe. Iger takes another glance at the smoldering corpse, and you can see the doubt growing in her eyes. I don't know. Kneeling to inspect the body, you find smears of blood on the corpse under Winters' right arm. Moving the arm aside, you find a number written across the floor. 91-612. Use your PDA to take a holopic of the number and the body, then step away. Mysterious numbers. There's a painting. Hanging on the wall is a large, gaudily framed painting, an unimaginative still life of some kitchen objects sitting on a table. There's nothing here. Huh. That's weird. It implied that there would be a safe behind it, but then there was nothing behind it. Alright. I guess we're good to leave? I'm gonna go try that in the administrative access. It was 91-612. Yay! I have the memory. One 612. Nope. Okay, apparently there is a password. I looked it up. It's not listed anywhere in the game, but guess what the password is? Are you ready? The password for the admin is admin. Yeah. Alright, so that changes. Guest register log. 112, last guest Findlerman. 121, last guest Sheila Sunrise. Room 301, last guest Vandal. 304, current guest. Last guest Hatchet Man. Oh god. Green Winters. Fast Jack. Okay, that's just notes for them. I guess the rest don't have notes. Like, what happens if I... What happens if I enter 311? Okay, that's fine. So it wasn't important. That's why it was just a silly little thing. I'm down with that. But yeah, I think we are good to get the heck out of here. I wonder what happens if I tell him I killed management. Nothing? Alright. I think we're just good to leave. Oh no, I still need to search his room? I did search his room. What? Weird. Head back over here. Maybe there was something in this part of his room that I missed on my way out. Oh! Somehow there was another painting I missed. Hanging on the wall in a large gaudily framed painting, an impressionist landscape, inexpertly rendered in splotches of cheap acrylic. The nameplate in the front reads Harz Mountains 2011. Oh, here we go. 91, 6, 12. Inside the safe, you find a bundle of old, worn media discs. The words "Watch Me" have been hastily written on the back and the topmost discs. The disc labeled "Watch Me" looks almost new. The others are clearly much older, and many of them are badly scratched. The last two discs in the bundle are stuck together, and when you try to peel them apart, the readable surface of the bottom disc peels away. Goddamn. As soon as you're finished with the safe, the nearby vid phone begins to ring. Optional? Sure. Hey there, Chief. Don't hang up. I've got a proposition for you. Who are you, and how did you know I was in this room? See the cameras in the corner of the room? Glancing up, you notice a pair of security cameras. They're tiny things. Their casings colored to blend in with the dingy wallpaper. Easy to miss if you didn't know to look for them. Wave hi! I'm on the other side of them. You probably noticed that this building is under new management, right? And judging by the fresh corpses that I'm seeing strewn all over the hotel, I'm gonna guess you don't like the new guys any better than I do. Well, I'd like to make you an offer. You help cover my escape, and I'll get you into a secure vault on the top floor. Belong to the leader of the gang that used to run this place. Trust me, it's still secure. I set up the security protocols myself. The last decker they brought in to take a crack at it came back out on a stretcher. They haven't found too many volunteers since then. Got my attention. What's in the vault? Gear, money, you know, lots of good stuff. Well, I am a fan of good stuff. That's all we all. So shall we go grab it? Yeah, where do I meet you? Room 505 on the penthouse floor. Come rendezvous with me here and I'll take you to the vault. Well, that sounds like a really interesting cliffhanger to leave it on. This episode has been going on a little long. So I think we're going to leave that one for next time. Therefore, this is where we are going to leave things off for today. Thank you to everyone for joining me. I hope you had fun. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I will see you all next time for some more Shadowrun Dragonfall. Bye-bye.